Hello everyone, wherever you may be, and thank you for tuning in to another edition of Miami Volleyball here on Red Hawk Radio. I am Andrew Relvas, here to give you a special presentation of Red Hawk Volleyball here on Red Hawk Radio. It's Miami against Buffalo. Miami-Buffalo all-time series. It's 34-12 in favor of Miami. Miami last year, they lost 3-0 in Buffalo. They lost both games overall. However, it's a very one-sided rivalry. Coming into the year, Miami is 6-18 overall, 1-12 in the MAC, 2-8 at home, and 2-8 away. So, kind of a forgettable year for the RedHawks. They're dead last in the MAC East, which is 6th place. Some players to look out for Miami: Hayden Hicks, the freshman, as well as Brooke Jackson, number 5, 6 kills and 2 blocks against Ball State. Ellie Hansen, number 10, team high, 6 digs last game, 10th in service aces in Miami in the MAC. Number 15, Allison Severance, really tough player as well. And for Buffalo, they are 15-10 overall, 7-6 in the MAC, 9-2 at home, with a 3-7 away record, so pretty terrible. They're coached by head coach Scott Smith. Some players to look out for Buffalo: number 5, Abby Lee, as well as Maria Feudy, number 20, Haley Montoyo, Katrin Trebiska, the Slovakian sophomore. She has 43 service aces, which leads the MAC, as well as 14 kills, 2 aces, 28 digs, which were all against Central Michigan. And yes, those all lead the team, as well as Kaylee Asali. And we are about to get ready here at Millett Hall. The teams are doing some final talking, getting the preparation ready for a very fun matchup here at Millett. Now, I'd like to mention that Miami has a 10-game losing streak as of late. They haven't won a game in October. Last game they won was against Kent State here, which was in September. So Miami, just like the last couple games against Toledo and Ball State that we've been able to cover, they've been sticking in these games without a doubt. They've been in all of these sets. They've stuck with the big dogs throughout the entire game, and they just couldn't finish. And we are underway here at Millett Hall. It is Miami serving it off. Bad serve on Buffalo's side, and it's already 1-0 for Miami. That was an error on Buffalo, so the point goes Miami's way. The player tipped it out, I believe. That was number 7, Trebichka. Here come the RedHawks. RedHawks side of the ball, tipping it up is Hansen, backs it down, goes over back to Miami. Here comes Hicks, spiking it down. Here comes Severance out of the May, and it goes a point for Miami. Just like that, it's 2-0. Incredible play for Severance. Severance towering over the defender, and nothing the Bulls can do there. Just like that, it's 2-0. Here come the RedHawks once again. It's on Buffalo side. Let's see what they can do. Tipped up by the libero. Goes over to Severance. Severance smacks it down, but denied at the net by the Bulls. And the Bulls get a point right back. That was a good defensive stop for the Bulls. I believe that was Abby Lee and Mandy Lee who got the stop there. So Buffalo will get the ball once again. Buffalo serving it off. Goes over to Hicks. Here comes Severance, spiking it down, but stays alive on Buffalo's side of the ball. Here comes Trebichka, goes out of bounds, and the point goes to Miami. So just like that, it's a 3-1 ball game here in the first set. Miami will have the ball to start once again. Here comes Severance. Severance tipping it off, goes over to Buffalo. Buffalo, the libero tipped it up. Goes back over to Severance. Severance to Hicks. Here comes Allison tipping it over, right over the net. Little short hit right there, and the point goes right back to Miami. That was Maggie McCreary who got the kill there. Good offensive play right there. Puts it where the defenders can't reach. And just like that, it is a 3-1 set in favor of Miami, with the RedHawks set to serve it off here. Here come the RedHawks. RedHawks tipping it off. Graces the net, but the Bulls, here they come, spiking it down. Incredible dig for Miami. That was Hicks who digged it. Jumping stop by Trubisky, tipping it over. Diving save by the libero for Miami. Going up, spiking it down, out of bounds. Hits it is Trubisky. Here she comes. She moves it back there, and here come the RedHawks on the offense. Spikes it down, can't make the play, and Miami gets a point once again. That was Abby Stratford who got the kill right there against some stout Buffalo pressure right there, but it does not matter. She's too skilled, and she got a point right there for Miami. So Miami, the 4-point lead early on in the first set. Here come the RedHawks. RedHawks goes over to Buffalo's side, spiking it down. Can't make the play are the RedHawks, and the point goes right back to Buffalo. That was Callie Asili who got the kill right there. And just like that, it remains a 3-point affair here in the first set. Here come the RedHawks. RedHawks side of the ball, tipping it up, spiking it down. Ball falls slowly, gracefully to the ground, and the point goes right back to Miami. That was a kill for Miami. I believe it was Maggie McCreary who got the kill there. And yes, it was. So Miami 4 points ahead here. Spiking it down. The ball hit the line, perfectly placed for Miami. So just like that, it's 7-2 now in favor of the RedHawks. It looked like it was going out of bounds. I think that's what the Buffalo players were discussing with themselves, but point goes Miami's way. Tipped up, perfectly placed down in the right position near the left part of the Miami logo, and Buffalo gets a point right there. So a quick point, keeps the crowd quiet here. Got a pretty decent crowd here at Millett. See if it's a factor today. Buffalo tipping it off, goes over to Miami, spiking it down, met at the line by Buffalo. What a block for Buffalo. That was Aquara who got the block right there. Just couldn't do much there for Miami. Good defensive play right there. Can tell that they're well coached under Scott Smith, his 4th year here with Buffalo. Tipping it up, out of the reach was the libero, but here comes Buffalo. Spike goes out of bounds, and the point goes to Miami. It's 8-4 now here at Millett. Subbing in for the RedHawks are setter Lydia Harper. So the RedHawks getting a few fresh legs here in for their squad. Tipping it off for the RedHawks. Here come the Bulls. That was Trubisky. She serves it out of bounds, and the point goes right back to Miami. So Miami up by 5 here in the first set. As always, college volleyball sets go this way. Whoever gets the 25 first wins the set. You got to win 3 to win the game. Spiked down by a Buffalo player, and just like that, Buffalo gets another point back. So good athletic play there by Buffalo. Just when I say athletic, I mean like almost like an NBA dunk, just all the way back, couldn't really do much, and then just spiking it down in the perfect spot. So good play, shows the experience on Buffalo's side, and it remains a 4-point affair. Here comes Buffalo tipping it off. Bad dig on Miami's side. That was an error on Severance, the senior, and the point goes Buffalo's way once again, so they'll have the ball here to serve it off. Spiking it off is Buffalo, tipping it up, tipping it down, out of bounds, but it'll stay with Miami. Good save by the libero on Miami's side. Spiking it down, met at the line, tipped up once again, kept alive by Buffalo. Here comes Trubisky. 2 blockers are there, and the point goes to Buffalo. So the 2 blockers for Miami, I believe it was Gentry Warwick and Lydia Harper who went up. They tipped it out of bounds, so the point goes Buffalo's way. Here comes Buffalo. Once again, Miami spiking it up. Dig on Buffalo's side, spiking it down. And a great kill on Buffalo's side. by Katrin Trubicka, the Slovakian sophomore, showing her stuff here. I can tell that she has volleyball in her veins because she's been all the offense for Buffalo. And that was a good kill for Miami. I believe it was Brooke Jackson who got the kill there. Remains a 10-8 set here in the first. So Lydia Harper serving it off. Goes right back to Buffalo. Buffalo spiking it down. Trubicka. The kill goes to Buffalo. I swear it looked like it was going out for Buffalo, but just ice cold-blooded by Katrin. She just puts it in the right spot, and nothing you can do about that. She's serving it off. Goes over. Bad dig on Miami's side. Just like that, Buffalo has tied it up. 10-10 here in the first set. Katrin Trubicka once again. Cold-blooded here. Showing the Millett crowd who's boss. Here she comes to serve it off. Tipping it up. Here comes Miami spiking it down. Here comes Severance. It's going to be a violation on Miami. Believed they touched the net there. And the point goes to Buffalo. That was a service ace by Katrin. Most in the MAC, by the way, 43. Now 44. Here comes Miami. 2 digs in a row. Here comes Severance spiking it down. Diving digs for Buffalo. It goes back to Miami. Here come the RedHawks. Here comes Severance spiking it down. Sails wide. And the point goes right back to Buffalo. It's 12-10 now. So the RedHawks' red hot start here. It's been kind of cooled off by the Buffalo Bulls. I think they were up like 4 or 5 to begin, and then Buffalo's just kind of toned it in. That's kind of been the theme with the RedHawks this year. Goes over to Buffalo side, spiking it up, spiking it down. Goes right back to Miami. Here comes Harper. Goes right back over. Let's see the play. Here comes Trubicka. Sails wide. And the point goes back to Miami. That was a Saley who made the error there. And it'll be a point for Miami. Serving it off for the RedHawks. That's Warwick digging it up. Here come the Bulls right back to Miami. Let's see what they can do. Tipping it up. That's Severance. Goes right back to Buffalo. Tipping it out of bounds. And the point goes to Buffalo. So Buffalo gets another point right there. Keeps their lead at 2. We're about halfway here in the first set. So Buffalo doing everything right so far. Not much to complain about on their side of the ball. That was, now the Bulls are doing some subbing. Emil Davis is coming in for the Bulls. Let's see what she can do to help her team. Dig over the net. 2 blocks in a row. Diving stop near the scorer's table. And here come the RedHawks once again. Here comes Severance spiking it down. Good dig for Miami. And the point goes right back to Miami. So a dig out of bounds will stay with the RedHawks. Now the lead is cut to 1 here in the first. So good play, good break for the RedHawks. They get a point right back, and now they'll have the chance to tie it up here in the first set. Serving it off is Hicks. That's a Sally spiking it over on Buffalo's side, tipping it up. Here comes Severance. Severance tipping it over. Can't make the play on Buffalo's side. Diving stop by number 20, Montoyo, and the point goes right back to Miami. So good play by the senior captain, Allison Severance. She gets the point right there. It is now a 13-13 set here in the first. Here come the Bulls. Let's see what they can do. Trubicka going over to Hicks. Hicks spiking it up. Let's see what they can do. Spiking it down, getting a point right there. That's Abby Stratford who gets the kill right in the face of her adjacent Bulls defender. And just like that, Miami has the lead once again, 14-13. Now they're serving it off here. Here's Hicks serving it off. Sally going up. Here comes Trubishka. Trubishka, pure strength right there. Good block for Miami. Spiking it down. Goes right back to Trubishka. And on the Bull side, here comes Asali. Asali tipping it over. Can't make it over the net. And the point goes back to Miami. So a 2-point lead now. Timeout, Buffalo. Don't go anywhere. We've got ourselves a good one. It's Miami 15, Buffalo 13 in the first set here on Red Hawk Radio. Hello everyone and welcome back to Millett Hall. It's Miami 15, Buffalo 13 here in the first set. Miami's gonna have the chance to serve it off here. It's Hayden Hicks, the sophomore, getting a chance to serve it over to Buffalo. Here come the Bulls. Bulls spiking up, spiking it down. Good position, good spot for Buffalo, and they get the kill right back. And it's only a 1-point lead now for Miami. That was De Bortoli who got the kill right there. Good upperclassman presence for the Bulls. Here come the Bulls right back. Goes over to Miami. Here comes Severance. Severance tipping it up. Bulls can't make the play. Point goes to Miami. So already good stuff from Allison Severance. Helping her team so far, and she's going to serve it off here. Here come the Bulls. Bulls, here comes Trubishka. It appeared to have hit the line, but the point goes out of bounds. So the RedHawks get a point right back. It's now 17-14 here in the first. So RedHawks set to serve it off once again. That's Allison Severance. Severance tipping it up, goes over to Buffalo. Here comes Asali. Good diving stop on Miami. Here comes Jackson tipping it over, goes right back over to Buffalo, spiking it down. Good dig for the libero. Here come the RedHawks. There were 3 diving Bulls, couldn't make the play right there. And the point goes to Miami once again. So head coach Scott Smith wants to talk some things over. Don't go anywhere. It's Miami 18, Buffalo 14 here on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back to Millett Hall. It's Miami 18, Buffalo 14 here in the first set. So far, it's been a seesaw affair. Miami's had a big lead starting it out, but Buffalo creeping right back. Buffalo, the superior team, but Miami is a very young, inexperienced team, which will have a lot of their experience paying off down the road. Here come the RedHawks, and the Bulls get a little kill right there. Cuts the lead to 3-4 Miami. So that was Casali who got the kill right there for Buffalo. And Buffalo's gonna have a bad serve right there. That was a bad serve on Casali, so the point will stay with Miami. Miami is up 19-15, so 6 more points, and they win the first set. Serving off for Miami, that's Krunmauer. Here come the Bulls. Goes over. Here comes Hicks. Here comes Severance spiking it up. Goes right back over on Miami side. Hicks once again. Let's see what Jackson can do. Goes right back to Buffalo. Great block at the net for Miami. Once again, racking up those points. Those defenders on Miami side are. That was the pair, Jackson and Hansen, who got the block right there. Great coordination and great defense. Here come the Bulls right back. Here comes Hicks, spiking it down. Good dig on Buffalo side. Here comes Trubitschka, sails wide, and they're gonna give the point to Buffalo. So that was a kill by Katrin Trubitschka. And Bulls are doing a little bit of substitutions right here. Here comes Aquara coming in for Buffalo. Miami's going to stick with the same group here on the floor. So Buffalo's getting a chance to serve it off here. Here comes Hayden Hicks. Right back over. That is Stratford. Can't make it over the net. Second chance, third touch right now. Here comes Hicks setting up once again. Here comes Jackson, met at the line by the Bulls, but the block will go out of bounds. And Miami gets a point right back. So good defense there. Fortunately, went out of bounds on Buffalo's side. So the RedHawks will have the chance to serve it off here. Trubitschka setting it up. Here comes Casali, right on the line, right on the money, and the point goes to Buffalo. 21-17 here in the first. Buffalo serving it off, goes right back over. Here comes Brooke Jackson, touches 2 defenders, ball floats slowly to the ground, out of bounds, and the point goes to Miami. So Miami are 3 points away from winning the first set. Would be a good tone setter here in the first set. So good stuff for Miami. Here comes Jackson, set to serve it off. Brooke Jackson going up. Here come the RedHawks, diving dig. That was Stratford. Here comes Severance spiking it down. And then the Bulls will have a chance. Here comes Asali, goes right back over to Miami. Here comes Severance, met at the line by 2 Bulls. Here comes Severance, try number 2. Dig for the Bulls. Here comes Severance once again. Hits the net. They're going to say point goes to Buffalo. So it was a good little rally right there on Buffalo's side. Worked out in their favor. So Buffalo keeping things interesting here in the first set, 22-18. Here comes Trubitschka, set to serve it off. Error on Trubitschka, and the point goes right back to Miami, 23-18 here in the first. So 2 more points for Miami, and they will have the first set all but theirs. RedHawks serving it off once again. That's Warwick going on the Bulls side. Here comes Asali. Serve is wide, and the point goes to Miami once again. 24-18 here in the first set. So everyone here at Millett on their feet. Let's see if the RedHawks can win the first set. Warwick serving it off. goes over on Buffalo side, tipping it over and keeping themselves alive by a thread. Miami gets a kill right there. Puts it in the spot where the RedHawks couldn't make the play. That was a kill by Mandy Lee. Mandy Lee, Jr. Bowles serving it off once again. Here come the RedHawks. RedHawks serving it up. Here comes Severance, spiking it down. And the first set is Miami's. Who else but Allison Severance? She gets the game-winning, or the set-winning kill for Miami. Miami is now up 1-0. Don't go anywhere. We've got the second set action, as always, here on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back to Millett Hall. It is Miami winning the first set 25-19, so a pretty close first set against Buffalo. Game set winning kill went with Allison Severance. So far on the day, she has 3 kills. Abby Stratford totally leading the RedHawks so far, 6 total kills for her. And on Buffalo side, Mandy Lee with 4 total kills. And the Slovakian superstar, Katrin Trebichka, she has 4 total kills on the day so far. Assists, Mandy Lee has 7. Hayden Hicks on Miami side has 9. And Lydia Harper, the setter, has 4. In terms of digs, Katrin Trebichka, who else would it be? She has 5 total digs. Maria Feudy has 4. Mandy Lee has 3. And on Miami side, Jacqueline Krunmauer has 8 total digs, as well as Brooke Jackson with 4, Hayden Hicks with 2. And Miami doing everything right so far, winning the first set, with Buffalo set to serve it off here. We're underway here in the second set. Miami won the first one. Here come the RedHawks. Dig for Trebichka. Here come the Bulls, diving dig for Miami. Goes right back over. Another diving dig on Buffalo side, spiking it down. Goes on to Miami side. Here comes Hicks. Right back to Jackson. Good stuff from Trebichka. Sails out of bounds. hits the fourth row of chairs on the far right side of the arena, and the first point goes to Buffalo. So that was a hard play to make. Shows the true strength of the Bulls right there, and the point goes to Buffalo. So Buffalo set to serve it off here. Let's see what they can do here. Here come the RedHawks, tipping it over, goes right back to Buffalo. Can't make the dig right there. That was Severance. The kill goes right back to Buffalo. And the Bulls have doubled their lead here in the second. It was a kill by Emma Gielis. RedHawks on the attack, spiking it down. Kill right on the money, right on the line. And the point goes to Miami. That was a kill. Maggie McCreary so far, 3 on the day. Tally that, number 4. And they have cut Buffalo's lead here in half. Here come the Bulls. Let's see what they can do. Good dig by Severance. Here come Jackson. It'll go out of bounds, and the point goes to Buffalo. So the Bulls get a good break right there. Subbing out for Buffalo is Galagali, and subbing back in for the Bulls is Lopez. She's set to serve it off here. Lopez going over to the RedHawks. Here comes Hicks serving it up, spiking it down. Can't make the play, and Miami with another kill. So they cut right back in the set here. That was a kill by Gentry Warwick. And it's now 3-2 Buffalo, but Miami will have the ball set to serve it off here. Here comes Miami, setting it off to Trubitschka, spiking it down, hits the net, can't make it over. And just like that, it is 3-3 here in the first. So there's an error on Feudy, and the point goes to Miami. Here come the Bulls, goes right back to Miami. Diving dig, they collided, but the point goes right back to Buffalo. So good placement there on Buffalo's side, and they'll have the ball respectively to start off the set here, up by 1. Setting off is Feudy. Feudy will go right back over to Harper. Perfect block for Buffalo. Met at the net. Right placement, right time, and the point will go back to Buffalo. So 3-5 Buffalo here in the second. Feudy set to serve it off. Diving dig, can't make it over the net. Good serve on Feudy's side, and the point goes to Buffalo. Once again, it's 6-3 here in the second. So Buffalo's doubled up on Miami's lead. So far, good start. Looks as if the timeout has been working for Buffalo in the break. So Miami talking a few things over, trying to make sure they're looking good. Buffalo serves it off. Here comes Harper, spiking up right over to Hicks, and then stays with Feudy, spiking it down. Met at the line by Jackson, spiking it down. Double block for Buffalo. Good defense there. Here comes Jackson once again. Goes right back to Miami. Trubitschka can't make the play. 2 defenders are right there on the money, and the point goes to Miami. So just the fact that you can stop such an incredible talent like Katrin Trubitschka at the line, you know you're going to be right in this game when it counts. Bulls on the offense. Here come the RedHawks. Can't make the play on that one. Perfect placement right near the deepest part of the court. So the point goes back to Buffalo. That was a kill by Emma Gielis on Buffalo's side. So they'll be set to serve it off here. Here comes Trebichka, tips it right in the money spot near center court. I would say probably a couple inches away from the net, and the point goes right back to Buffalo, 8-4. Buffalo. Here comes Miami. Severance met at the line by 2 blockers. That's Jackson tipping it up. They touched it 3 times, so the point will go to Buffalo. It's 9-4 Buffalo, and it's going to be a timeout by head coach Condit. Don't go anywhere. It's Buffalo 9, Miami 4 here in the second set, as always, on Red Hawk Radio. All right, we are back here in Millett Hall. It is Buffalo 9, Miami 4 in the second set. Miami just took a timeout. Let's see if their strategy talk is going to be working out. Buffalo set to serve it off here on Miami's side. Here comes Harper to Severance. Met at the line. Dig couldn't go far high enough, and the point goes to Miami. So it's a kill, skilled kill for Allison Severance. Just like that, it is a 4-point game here in the second set. On Buffalo's side of the ball, can't make the play. Nearly hits the ref, and the point goes to Miami. So it is now 9-6 Buffalo here in the second. That was a kill by Maggie McCreary. So far playing well. Serving it off is Severance, goes wide, and the point will go to Buffalo. So it's a 6-10 set now. That was an error on the RedHawks. Gentry Warwick. So Katrin Trebichka set to serve it off here. See what the superstar can do. Here comes Harper. 2-on-1. The Bulls simply better there, and they get the point right back. That was a kill by Courtney Aquara. She gets credit there. And the Bulls are up by 5 here in the second. Here come the RedHawks. Here comes Severance. Tipped out of bounds near the chairs, but it'll go right back in play. Here comes Harper setting it up. Here comes Jackson tipping it up. Goes right back to Trebichka. Hits the net once again. That's an error on Buffalo. Point goes right back to Miami. So 11-7 here in the second. So it's been the story of nearly every game. Miami's been in a lot of these games. They haven't been total blowouts. Here's a chance. Serves wide. Point goes right back to Miami. So Miami has been in all of these games. They just haven't been able to finish the deed. But we'll see what happens. Miami giving top-ranked Buffalo a little bit of a scare here. Here comes the Bulls. They get a kill right back. And that was a kill for Courtney Aquara once again. It's a 12-4 set now in favor of Buffalo. Bull serving it off. Goes right back over to Miami. Here comes Severance spiking it down. Goes right back over. Tipping it up. Good defense on Miami. Here comes Hicks spiking it down. Goes out of bounds. Hicks credited with the kill right there. And just like that is a 3-point set here in the second. 9-12, Buffalo in front. So RedHawks get another one back. Let's see if they can sustain a run here. Try and cut the margin even more. Here come the RedHawks going right back over to Buffalo. Here comes Asali. Diving dig by Severance. Good play there. Here comes Jackson spiking it down. Out of bounds by Buffalo. Point goes Miami. (12-10) now. Miami with the ball once again. So far, so good on Coach Condit's side of the ball. Here's Buffalo. Buffalo spiking it down. Met at the line by two Miami defenders. I call that one the Great Wall. Abby Stratford and McCreary got up at the perfect time. Stopped the attack right there. Just like that, it is a 11-12 ball game here in the second set. So good defense leads into points for Miami. Diving dig for Trebichka on Buffalo, but here come the RedHawks. Perfect placement for the RedHawks. They get a kill right there. And we are all tied up here in the second set. Great kill by Abby Stratford. She put it right on the money. I kid you not, there were 4-3 inches left on the court, so perfect placement, and she gets the kill right there. Dig goes out of bounds on Buffalo. Good serve for Miami, and the point goes Miami once again, 13-12 here in the second set. So Miami on a run right now. RedHawks are red hot. Looking really good so far. Service ace for Severance, and she's set to serve it off once again here. Here's Severance going over to Trebichka, tipping it up. Libero got it, goes over. Here comes Jackson. Dig by Trebichka. Here comes Trebichka once again. Out of bounds, sails wide. Point goes to Miami. 14-12 here in the second. That was an error on Trebichka. She's had a few so far in this game. Good break for Miami. So they'll be set to serve it off here. That's Trebichka once again, serving it up. Here comes Asali. Diving dig by the libero. Here comes Hicks. Here comes Jackson. Goes over to Trebichka on Buffalo. Here's Asali. Good placement. Here comes Hicks setting up, spiking it down right on the money. Goes right back to Buffalo. Here comes Asali. Block on the money, on the line. Point goes to Miami. Call that a block party because Miami just started one. Miami is up 15-12. Don't go anywhere. It's Miami here on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back here at Millett. It is Miami 15, Buffalo 12 here in the second set. Miami winning the first set by a score of 25-19. So far, Miami's looked pretty good. They've been able to rally around Severance, and the rest of the RedHawks really do a good job of not getting their heads down and staying in this game. Here comes the Bulls, goes right back over to Miami, setting up. Here comes Jackson, goes a little bit too far to the left, and the point goes Buffalo's way. So 15-13 here in the second. So Miami really doing everything right against a top-ranked Buffalo team. Buffalo's got to do a lot of things right. They want this one. Here comes the RedHawks, goes over to Buffalo's side, right back over, tipping it up. Good defense on Miami. Here comes Jackson, goes a little bit too wide, just like the last point. Point goes to Buffalo. That was an error on Brooke Jackson. So Buffalo serving it off here with a chance to tie the set, potentially 15 apiece. Here comes Severance, met at the line by two blockers. That was Asali and that was De Bertoli who got the block right there. Good placement, good timing, just everything right, and the set is now tied at 15 apiece. Here come the Bulls going over. Here come the RedHawks tipping it over. Can't make it over the net. That was Stratford who couldn't make the play there. Point goes Buffalo's way, so that is 4 straight points for the Bulls here in the second. So it looks like the timeout, talking things over, seemed to have worked. Diving dig by the libero. That was Krunmauer. Couldn't make the play. Sails near the scorer's table, so the point will go to Buffalo. So just like that, 5 straight points for Buffalo. Buffalo now leads 17-15 here in the second set. Timeout, Miami. Don't go anywhere. It's Miami Volleyball here on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back to Millett Hall. It's Buffalo ahead of this one in the second set, 17-15. They have the ball currently. So 5 straight points for the Bulls. Looking good so far coming after the timeout. Here's Mandy Lee. Good kill for Buffalo. They get the point right back. 6 straight points for the Bulls. 18-15 here in the second. So strategy looking like it's been working so far for the Bulls. Let's see if Miami can rally, though. Cleaning up the court so far, making sure everything's all good for the rest of the game here. So Buffalo set to serve it off here. Head by 3 currently. They need 7 more to win the set. Here comes Miami. Here comes Hicks spiking up. Met at the line. Point goes Miami's way. So it's going to be a violation on Buffalo. So the point goes Miami's way. Maggie McCreary credited with the kill there. It's now 16-18 here in the second. Here comes Trebichka tipping it up. Here comes Asali. Goes out of bounds, sails into the second row of the seats. Point goes right back to Buffalo. 16-19 here in the second. That was Callie Asali who got the kill right there. Lopez set to serve it off. Goes over to Miami. Here comes Stratford. Goes right back over to Buffalo. Here come the Bulls. And the Bulls, just like that, they get another kill right there. 20-16. It's been an 8-1 run here in the second set. So timeout strategy, everything is paying off for the Bulls here. Here comes Miami. Miami tipping it up. Here comes Brooke Jackson. Tipped out of bounds by the Bulls. So the point goes Miami's way. Brooke Jackson got the kill right there. Good placement. Perfect position. Just everything right there. Got the Bulls to commit a mistake there. So Miami serving it off. Here comes Trebichka going down. Hit the libero. That was Krunmauer. Hit her out of bounds, and the point goes Buffalo's way. So 21-17 here in the second. So 9-2 run for the Bulls. Really have looked like a lot more of a different team after that one timeout. Here comes Jackson. Diving dig, good defense. Here comes Krunmauer. Goes out of bounds. Point goes to Buffalo. 22-17 here in the second. So Trebichka, the Slovakian superstar, gets the kill right there. And the Bulls are now 3 points away from winning the second set here. Here come the RedHawks. That was Stratford. Here comes Jackson, tipping it out of bounds. Can't make the play. And Miami gets a quick point back. It's now 22-18 here in the second. So Brooke Jackson able to make the play there. Ball was sailing near the tunnel. It was a good play overall for Miami. RedHawks, bad serve, tough break. Can't be doing that in such a close game. And the ball goes right back to Buffalo. 23-18 here in the second. So Buffalo set to serve it off. Here comes Miami. Here comes Lydia Jackson. Goes out of bounds. And they give the point to Miami, 23-19. That would be Gentry Warwick who got the kill right there. So a 4-point affair. Let's see if the RedHawks can rally. Let's see if they can turn it on when it matters most in crunch time. So RedHawks set to serve it off. That's Gentry Warwick, the upperclassman, serving it off. Here comes Trebichka tipping it over. Tipping it out of bounds are Miami. So the point goes to Buffalo. It's 24-19. And let's see if Buffalo can win the set here and tie the game overall 1-1. Buffalo only needs one more point to win this set. Let's see what they've got up their sleeves. So subbing in for Buffalo also, Montoyo is coming in for Buffalo. Here comes Trebichka. Diving dig, good placement. Goes right on the money. And the set goes to Buffalo. We are now tied 1-1 here at Millett. Don't go anywhere. It's Miami versus Buffalo here on Red Hawk Radio. Hey. Welcome back, everyone, to Millett Hall. It is Miami and Buffalo tied 1-1 going into the third set. Miami won the first set 25-19, headlined by Allison Severance, spiking it down and winning the first set. But in the second set, similar score, but different result. Buffalo won 25-19. That was headlined by Katrin Trebichka getting the set-winning kill right there. So pretty even so far. Let's see which team can come out. Let's see which team has the right mindset, has the right strategy going into the third set. Really looks as if Buffalo, just completely different team after that one timeout. They went on a 9-2 run to win the second set. So everything seems to be working so far for Buffalo, but let's see if Miami has anything to say about that. That's a Solly keeping it alive, but hits it too far out of bounds, so the point goes to Miami. So just like that, it's 1-0. So Miami starting out with good look at things so far. That's Hicks serving off. Trebichka. Here comes Asali going right back over to Krunmauer. Tipping it up right on the ground. Hits a Buffalo Bulls player right there. Sails to the ground. The point goes right back to Miami. So 2-0 here, Miami in the third. Here come the RedHawks going over. Here comes Asali. Asali. Diving dig by Krunmauer. Tips it out of bounds. Point goes back to Buffalo. Miami's lead is cut in half. 2-1 Miami. Callie Asali got the kill there. Bowes set to serve it off. Here comes Hicks severing up. Goes right back over. Two defenders. That was Asali and De Bortoli, who made the defensive play right there. Couldn't make the play. That was McCreary. So it is now 2-2 here in the third. So 2 straight points for the Bulls after Miami was up by 2-0. Here comes Hicks serving it over. Can't make it over to the net of the RedHawks. And that's now 3 straight points for Buffalo. 3-2 here in the third. So far, so good for Buffalo. Let's see if they can extend their lead. Miami on the attack. Here comes Severance. Can't make it over the net. Once again, point goes Buffalo. There's an error by Allison Severance. 2 back-to-back errors for Miami. So it is now 4-2 Buffalo here in the third. Bowles serving it off. Here comes the RedHawks. Hicks serving it up to Severance. In the back by Trebichka. Serving it up. Goes right back over to Miami. Here comes the RedHawks. It's tipped out of bounds by Buffalo. Point goes to Miami. So that would be a kill by Maggie McCreary. She cuts the Bulls lead in half. It is now 3-4 Buffalo. Allison Severance serving it off here. That's a bad serve on Miami's side, so point goes right back to Buffalo as well as the ball. So tough break for the RedHawks. Bulls get the ball right back here. Bulls serving it off. Here come the RedHawks. Here comes Jackson tipping it over. Right back over. Here come the Bulls, and they get a stout kill right there on their side of the ball. It's now 3-6 here in the third. So a kill by Emma Gielis. Here come the RedHawks. Here comes Hicks. Here comes Jackson. Met the line by 2 defenders, 2 Bulls. They get another point right there. It's now a 4-point lead for the Bulls. 7-3 here in the third. So good defense leads to points for Buffalo. And now are serving it off here. Here comes Hicks. Here comes Stratford, serves out of bounds right at the bench, and the point goes Miami's way. So good play by Abby Stratford, able to get a point right back. And Krunmauer is set to serve it off here for Miami. Here comes Trebichka, tipping it up. Goes right back Miami's way. Here comes Hicks. McCreary met at the line by a bowl, but it stays with Buffalo. Tipping it up. Falls slowly to the ground, and Buffalo gets a point right back. 8-4 Buffalo here in the third. That was Olivia De Bortoli who made the kill right there. A diving Severance couldn't make the play there, so it goes Buffalo's way. Another error on Miami's side. Point goes to Buffalo once again. 9-4 here in the third. So a timeout, Miami. Trying to talk some things over. We do some strategy. Don't go anywhere. It is Buffalo 9, Miami 4 in the third set, as always, here on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back to Millett Hall. It is Buffalo 9, Miami 4 here in the third set. First two sets went both ways. Buffalo searching to win set number 3. Here comes Miami. Miami spiking it down. McCreary, but it stays alive for Miami. Here comes Jackson. Goes right back over to Buffalo. Here comes Trebichka. Trebichka nearly touches the ceiling, but it stays on Miami side. That's Jackson serving it over to Buffalo. Tipping it up, out of bounds, touches a Miami defender, and the point goes to Buffalo. 10-4 here in the third. Emma Gielis got the kill right there. 4 total on the day here. Third most behind Trebichka and Mandy Lee, who both have 7 kills apiece. Here come the RedHawks. That's Severance. Goes right back over to Krunmauer. RedHawks, other side of the ball. Here comes Hicks. McCreary. That's a kill right on the money. Maggie McCreary showing her stuff right there. And it is a 10-5 game now here in the third set. RedHawks set to serve it off. Here come the Bulls. Trebichka met at the line by 2 defenders. Lydia Harper and Gentry Warwick were there, and they denied the Trebichka attack right there. Point goes right back to Miami. 10-6 now. So Miami, good defense, as always, leads the points. Here come the Bulls, spiking it up, block by Miami. Here comes Buffalo once again. Here comes Harper setting it up, met the line, tipped out of bounds, Buffalo, and the point goes to Miami. That was Gentry Warwick who got credited with the kill right there. It's now a 3-point game now, and the home crowd loving what they're seeing so far. Here come the Bulls. That's a kill near the latter half of the line on the court, and the point goes to Buffalo. Emma Gielis once again. 5 on the day. Here come the RedHawks. Here comes Jackson. Stayed alive by, met the line, but it goes out of bounds. So the point goes to Buffalo. They lead by 5 once again. 12-7 now here in the third. So that was a kill credited by who else but Katrin Trebichka. Bad dig. Sail was out of bounds, and the point goes to Buffalo once again. Kill by Emma Gielis. So here comes Buffalo, set to serve it off. The RedHawks are right here. Here comes Harper going right back over to Krunmauer. Here comes Trebichka, kept alive by the Bulls. Trebichka once again met at the line by the RedHawks. Here she comes, try 3, met at the line again. 1, 2, 3 blocks. And Miami gets the point right back. What a play right there by the RedHawk defense. Able to capitalize on the attack by Trebichka. So great defense leads to great offense. Here comes Buffalo. Perfect placement once again. They get the point right back, 14-8. So Asali coming in for Buffalo. So far has played well. The last kill was by Mandy Lee, 8 total on the day. So doing everything well so far for Buffalo. Here comes Trebichka serving it off. Goes far, sails wide. Point goes to Miami. 9-14 here in the third. So couple errors for Trebichka have went in favor of the RedHawks. Here comes Asali, met at the line by 2 RedHawks. Harper and McCreary doing everything right for Miami. They get another point right back. Ball stays with Miami. So this defense has been the story of the third set for Miami, doing everything right. Bad serve on Miami's side, but great defense for Miami, halting the attack on Buffalo's side. They've been able to stay in this game so far throughout. But point goes Buffalo's way, so they'll be set to serve it off here. Here comes Buffalo. Bad serve, back-to-back bad serves on both sides. And the point goes to Miami. Error by Emily Davis. And it remains a 4-point affair here in the third. 15-11. Miami once again set to serve it off. Here comes Hicks. Going right back over. Can't make the play on Buffalo. That was Mandy Lee who couldn't make that play right there. And the point goes to Miami once again. 12-15 here in the third. So good defense once again by Miami. Here comes Hicks serving it off. Here comes Lee Asali. Right back over, but the RedHawks are there. Here comes Severance spiking it down. Stayed alive by Buffalo. Tipping it over. Sails wide. Point goes to the RedHawks. Another error on Buffalo side. Olivia De Bortoli made the error there, so a 2-point game here in the third set. Here comes Lee Asali spiking it down. Goes out of bounds. RedHawks keep it alive. Third hit. They keep it alive. Wow. She ran all the way back to her curtain. Here comes the Bulls, and they get the point right there. But when I tell you that was an incredible save, they kept it alive to the very last second. The ball floated all the way to the other curtain. Not an easy play to make at all. And Miami kept it alive after an improbable save right there. And Callie Asali got the kill right there. So able to capitalize on the RedHawks being unorganized. So they will have the ball once again, 16-13 here in the third. Buffalo with the ball. Here comes Hicks. Right back over to Jackson. Kept alive by Asali. Goes right back over to Hicks. Here comes Jackson. Tipped out of bounds on Buffalo. Point goes Miami's way. 16-14 here in the third, about as tight as you want it to be if you're Miami, and starting to look a little worrisome for the Bulls. They do have the lead, however, so we'll see what happens. Here comes Severance. Severance serving it off. Good serve there. Here comes Erie. Met at the line. Can't keep it alive. Falls to the ground gracefully. And Miami once again, 15-16, making a little run at it against the Bulls. 16-15 now. Cut the lead. It's now a 1-point lead here. We're now officially in crunch time. Here comes Severance. Good serve, kept alive by Asali. Here she comes. Hits the chest of Severance, and the point goes Buffalo's way once again. So Buffalo being able to keep Miami away for now. So Buffalo sets to serve it off here. Here comes De Bortoli. Hicks with the ball. Here comes Jackson. Keeping it alive are the RedHawks. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hicks. Point goes to Buffalo. 18-15 now. So McCreary able to keep it alive, but unfortunately went against the RedHawks. Here comes Buffalo. Hicks serving up. Here's a chance, and that's a spike, and that is a kill for Miami. Abby Stratford able to make the play right there. Keeps it close, 16-18 now in the third. So good play, good setup, good assist by Hayden Hicks, and Abby Stratford able to make the play there. And making sure that this little lead by Buffalo isn't too far out of reach. So both teams talking some things over, talking some strategy. Want to make sure they've got everything down on Miami's side. They want to make sure that they don't lose focus, that they've understood what's going on. Like I've been saying, Miami's been in all of these sets throughout the entire year. They just couldn't finish. And that's on record today. Like, they've been in all these sets. They just can't finish. And I think if Miami wins the set, it will be a great step in the right direction for Coach Condit's squad. And for Buffalo, they've been able to finish teams unquestionably. The real positive from Buffalo's side, however, is seeing both Asali and Trubishka and Mandy Lee, for that matter, really finishing well. They have all three of them are team high on kills. Trubishka with 10, Mandy Lee with 8, and Asali with 5. So everything is going right for Buffalo, but Miami not afraid of the challenge, showing they've got every reason, every right to be in this game. They've showcased some great defense, and that great defense has transitioned to some great offense. as evident by the score. Here come the RedHawks serving it off. Here comes Leary, met at the line by the RedHawks. And here come the Bulls once again. Bulls get a point right back, 16-19. That would be a kill by Emma Jealous. So Emma Jealous got the kill right there. Bulls currently in front by a triple. Here come the Bulls tipping it up. Here comes Hicks spiking it down. Jackson's serve is off, and the point goes to Buffalo. 20-16 now in the third. So 2 straight points for Buffalo. That'll warrant a timeout by Miami. Don't go anywhere. It is Buffalo's 20, Miami 16 in the third, as always, here on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back to Millett Hall. It is Buffalo in front of this set, 20-16. They need 5 more points here if they want to win the set, and Miami has got to have another big rally in the books if they want to win the set. So Buffalo currently set to serve it off. We're here in the third set. Here comes Harper. Harper goes right back to Miami. Harper setting it up once again. Here comes Jackson. Touches Buffalo, the last possible moment, and the point goes to Miami. So 17-20 now here in the third. So Miami gets the point there. They're set to serve it off. Good serve there. Here comes Trebichka, and that is a kill right on the money for the Slovakian sophomore. It's now 21-17. Buffalo will have the ball set to serve it off. So 4 more points away from winning the set. Miami, here they come. Here comes Jackson. Jackson saved at the last possible moment by a ball. Here comes Trebichka. Harper setting it up. Here comes McCreary. Saved once again at the last minute by the Bulls. Once again, here comes Harper. Third tries a chance. Can't make it over the net. Point goes to Buffalo, 22-17. Bulls here in the third. So here come the Bulls. Bad serve. Severance ducked. Goes wide, and the point goes to Miami. 22-18 here in the third. Emma Gielis, service error on that one. Here comes Brooke Jackson, set to serve it off. Jackson serving it off. Here comes Lee. Here comes Trebichka. Good dig. There are no Bulls in the area, and the point goes to Miami. What a defensive play right there. Looked as almost all of the Bulls were just jumbled in an area, and then perfect placement right there. Bulls couldn't make the play. Point goes to Miami. Here comes Jackson. Here comes Lee. Trebichka tipping it over. Kept alive by Miami. That was Severance who made the play. Spiking it down. Jackson. Serve is a little off, and the point goes to Buffalo 23-19 here in the third. So 2 points away from winning the set. Trubitschka, the superstar, set to serve it off here. Here comes Trubitschka. Miami, here comes Harper. Severance. They're going to say point goes to Buffalo. Believe her chance was a little bit off. May have touched out of bounds. And that's what they're saying. It did. So 24-19 game point for Buffalo. Trubitschka set to serve it off. Trubitschka, error once again. Point goes to Miami. So 20-24. Miami holding on for dear life here. Let's see if they got one more little run on them. See if all their hard work can finally pay off. Here come the RedHawks. That was Jackson. Spiked down at the line. Tipped out of bounds on Miami. And Buffalo wins the third set. So Buffalo winning after losing the first set. They win 2 straight sets. Let's see if Buffalo can keep up their momentum, or does Miami have one more comeback in the books? Don't go anywhere. It's Miami Buffalo women's volleyball, as always, here on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back to Millett Hall. It is Buffalo currently in front of this one. 2-1. Buffalo, after that one timeout in the second half, or the second set, they've been all money, all business, and the timeout seems to have been working. And for Miami, Miami has always been in these sets. First one, they won 25-19. Second one, they lost 19-20. Third one, giving Buffalo a little bit of a scare there, but Buffalo able to win that one 25-20. So Miami, they've always been in these sets, just unfortunately can't get it done. Let's see what they got here. I got a good feeling about this one. I think Buffalo will, or I think Miami has got one last big run in this one. Let's see if Miami can win the next set here. So since Buffalo won that set, they're set to start set off with them serving it. Here comes Buffalo. De Bortoli is serving it off. Here come the RedHawks. Here comes Jackson spiking it down on the money. Abby Stratford got the kill there. Point goes Miami. So Abby Stratford got the kill there. Right on the money, right in front of some bowls. Point goes to Miami. Here comes a Solly. Tipped out of bounds on Severance. And the point goes to Buffalo. 1-1. Solly subbing out for Buffalo. Coming in for the Bulls. That's Lopez. Lopez serving it off. Good save. Here comes McCreary spiking it down and gets the kill right there on the money. Miami up 2-1 now. So good stuff so far. Miami being able to get 2 out of the 3 points here. Good start so far. Here come the Bulls. Right on the money, out of bounds. It sails. Can't make the play there. Point goes to Buffalo. 2-2 now. That was a kill by Stacia Galagi. So Miami and Buffalo now. 2-2 now. Let's see what both teams got in store for us. Here comes Harper serving it up. Met the line by 2 defenders on the Bulls, and the point goes their way. Once again, good defense leads to good offense, and just like that, it's another example. Really well-coached group for Buffalo. Head coach Smith liking what he's been seeing so far. Got a lot of upperclassmen talent here, and it's really been evident as they've been able to win some crucial sets here at Millett. Here comes Harper. Harper touches it twice. Kept alive by Buffalo. Here comes Trebichka. Goes out of bounds once again, and the point goes to Miami. We are now tied here 3-3 here in the 4th set. So Miami is going to be serving it off here once again. That's Brooke Jackson set to serve it off. Freshman. Jackson, bad serve, and the point goes to Buffalo. 4-3 now in the 4th. So Buffalo with the ball once again. Serve touches the net. Keeps it alive somehow. Miami, oh my goodness. What a play. Tipped up once again. Tipped up one too many times, and the point goes to Buffalo. 5-3 now here in the 4th. So that was a kill by Courtney Aquara, and the ball stays on the Buffalo side of the court. So a little bit shocking how Miami kept it alive for that long, but it then went to Buffalo. So Buffalo currently up by 2. Let's see if they can extend their lead here. Here comes Harper. Severance spiking it down, and that is a kill right on the line for Miami. And Miami, the senior star, gets the kill right there. Great play right there for Allison Severance, trying to keep her fellow RedHawks, in the game. Here comes Buffalo, met at the line on the net, and a block by Miami stays in bounds as always, and the point goes back to Miami. 5-5 now here in the 4th. That was an attack error by Courtney Aquara, and the point goes to Miami. Here comes the RedHawks right near the end of the court line, and the point goes right back to Buffalo. 6-5. Courtney Aquara making up for her error earlier on. And it remains 6-5, Buffalo here in the 4th. Katrin Trebichka set to serve it off here. Let's see what she can do. On Miami side of the ball, here comes Harper. Harper spiking it down to McCrary. Stays alive. Here comes Asali. Kept alive by Jackson. Jackson, here she comes. Kept alive by Lee on Buffalo. Asali once again, second try. Kept alive by Severance. Here comes Severance. Severance spiking it down. Kept alive by Buffalo. Tipping it up and tipping it over. Somehow it's kept alive. They're going to call the ball dead there. So that little rally by Miami and Buffalo goes Buffalo's way. 5-7 now here in the fourth. So those plays are really tough to stop. Looks like she's going to set it up, but at the last moment she just moves it on the opposite side. Tough play to make, but very deadly one at that. So here comes Trebichka on Buffalo's side. Here comes Harper. Here comes Severance. Severance, good placement. No bowls are there to keep it alive, and Buffalo is now up by only one, 7-6. Buffalo here, but Miami is going to have the ball here to serve it off. So Allison Severance, 11 total kills on the day, leading the team, doing everything she's asked of, and showing front by 2. So Miami making a little run now. Service ace by Miami. Here come the RedHawks. Good defense. They're going to call violation on Miami side, so the point goes to Buffalo. 12-9 now here in the fourth. So Buffalo set to serve it off here. Here come the RedHawks. Here comes Hicks. 2 diving RedHawks. Ball falls to the ground, out of bounds, and the point goes to Buffalo. 9-13 now here in the fourth. So it's going to be a timeout for Miami. Let's see if this one little timeout here helps the RedHawks get back into this one. It's Buffalo 13, Miami 9, as always here on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back to Millett Hall. It is Buffalo 13, Miami 9 here in the fourth. Buffalo set to serve it off. So 2 good starts by both sides. It's anyone's set here. But Buffalo currently in front now, and they have the ball to serve it off. On Miami side of the ball here. Here comes Severance, met at the line by the Bulls. But here comes the RedHawks once again. Tipped over by Stratford. Goes right back over to Lee. Tipped out of bounds, and they're going to call that point going to Buffalo. So 14-9 here in the fourth. So another point going to Buffalo. That was Stacia Galagi who got the kill there. Here come the RedHawks. RedHawks spiking it down, met at the line. Once again, great defense for Buffalo. Gielis and Galagi both with the stop there. They now lead by the largest they've led in the set which is 6. And Miami doing some substitutions here. Harper subbing out. Let's see if this new substitution can gain some ground for Miami. RedHawks defending, kept alive by Harper. Tipped over, kept alive by Buffalo. Here comes Trebishka. Trebishka, pure strength, hits the RedHawks at the last moment, out of bounds, and the point goes to Buffalo. 16-9 now. 9 points away from winning the set. Largest gap that Buffalo has currently had in the set. And it looks like head coach Condit trying to give some of the younger players who normally wouldn't play some chances now. Here come the RedHawks, met at the line. Another great defensive stop by Trebishka and Galagi once again. 9-17 now here in the fourth. And Miami just can't really answer to this flurry of Buffalo points. Here comes the RedHawks. Diving stop, can't make it. And Miami gets a point right back. 17-10 here in the fourth. That was a kill by Gentry Warwick, able to stop the bleeding for now. Let's see if Miami has a big run here. Here comes Trebishka, keeping it up, spiking it down. Last touch by the RedHawks, and the point goes to Buffalo. 18-10 now here in the fourth. So this game is slowly falling away from the RedHawks. Miami haven't had much answer for the Bulls here in the fourth set. Tipped out of bounds once again by Miami. Point goes to Buffalo. They now lead by 9. And they have the chance to widen that gap by one more, which would be a 10-point lead. Let's see what they can do here. Bowles serving it off. Here comes Harper. Met at the line, kept alive. Here come the RedHawks, out of bounds on Miami. Buffalo side of things really loving it. It's going to be a timeout by Miami. Buffalo currently up by 10. Don't go anywhere. It's Buffalo 20, Miami 10 in the fourth set as always. Here on Red Hawk Radio. Welcome back to Millett Hall. It is currently Buffalo 20, Miami 10 here in the fourth set. Buffalo only needing 5 more points to win this set and ultimately win the game. Let's see if Miami, currently on their last legs, has any say about that. Here's a chance, and that's a kill for Miami. Miami, good play right there by Carolyn Cermak. We got the kill right there. And Miami currently has the ball here. Let's see if they have any answer to this Bulls attack. Can't make the play right there for Miami. So the point goes to Buffalo. 21-11 now here in the fourth. Courtney Aquara got the kill right there, credited. So 4 more points and Buffalo will win the match. Here come the Bulls. Serving it over. Harper serving it up. Spiked down by McCreary, kept up, tipped out of bounds, no one's there. Goes right back to Miami. Here comes Severance, tipped out of bounds by the Bulls, and the point goes to Miami. 21-12 now here in the fourth, so they'll have the ball once again. That's Gentry Warwick currently set to serve it off. Let's see if Miami has one more run in them, one more big run to try and keep this game close. And they're going to call point Miami, I guess. Katrin Trebichka touched it at the last moment, so that'll be a violation, and the point goes to the RedHawks. Here come the RedHawks on the Bulls side of things. Here comes Trebichka. Trebichka kept alive. Good save by Severance. Severance. Oh, kept in bounds by Miami. They get the point right back. 21-14 now here in the fourth. So it was a 2-on-1 in favor of Buffalo and Miami. Attack error. Good play by Gentry Warwick. And the point goes to Miami. Oh, that was dirty. Kept it up and then shot it out. So that point goes to Buffalo. 22-14. So that would be point for Buffalo. That was a kill by Mandy Lee. Tough play to always stop. Here's Trebichka going over to Harper. Here comes Severance. And that is a kill on the money for the senior. Allison Severance able to keep it. Now a single-digit game. 22-15 now. Let's see if Miami can cut this lead even further and have a great historic comeback. Here comes the Bulls. Trebichka spiking it down, kept alive, hits the scoreboard. Oh my goodness. Severance, diving save, spiked down. Pure athleticism for Buffalo as they get the point. Courtney Aquara got the kill right there. It's now 15-23 here in the fourth. So 2 more points and the set and the game is theirs. Miami on their last legs here. Let's see what they can do in response to the Bulls' flurry of points. Here come the RedHawks. RedHawks side of things. Severance spiked down, kept alive by Trebichka. Trebichka, here she comes. Kept alive, good stuff by Jackson. Here comes Severance. Severance spiked down. Diving dig by Trebichka. Kept alive once again. Here come the RedHawks. RedHawks keeping it alive. Saved. Here comes Brooke Jackson, able to keep it in bounds. Here comes Asali. Asali. And then back to Miami. Here comes Severance. Severance tipped over. Once again, here's a rally. And an error on Buffalo. Point goes to Miami. 23-16 now here in the fourth. So an error on Buffalo will be awarded to Miami. 16-23 now. Miami serving it off. Here comes Miami serving it off. Here comes Lee, spike down. And they're going to call that point for Buffalo. So 1 more point away from winning the game are the Buffalo Bulls. Can Miami have 1 more rally to keep things interesting? Here come the Bulls. Right back over to Harper. Harper serving it up. McCreary, that is a kill right in the face of Lee. And it remains a 7-point affair here in the fourth. 24-7 now. Can Miami keep this up? Here's Asali serving it up to Lee. Spike down, out of bounds. Last touch by Miami. Point goes to Buffalo. Game goes to Buffalo. And just like that, Buffalo wins game number 1, 3-1 here on a beautiful Friday night here at Millett Hall. Now, Miami and Buffalo are set to face off tomorrow here at Millett Hall at 5 o'clock. So an hour earlier start, but we saw some good things from both sides. Miami was able to start off hot, but fortunately got shut down by the Buffalo Bulls. And Buffalo, on the other hand, getting another win in the books on a very successful season so far. With this, Miami falls to a record of 6-19 overall, and they stay dead last in the MAC East. And their home record goes down to 2-9 overall. And for Buffalo, the record improves to 16-10 overall, 8-6 in the MAC, and 4-7 on the road. So they get a very elusive away win for them. So just like that, Buffalo coming into hostile grounds, and they win the game overall. Just like that, Buffalo able to get a good win against a scrappy, young, and inexperienced Miami team. And we'll be seeing more of both of these sides here tomorrow at 5 o'clock p.m. as always on the Red Hawk Radio. Thank you all so much for tuning in to tonight's action between Buffalo and Miami. I am Andrew Relvas as always, and we present Red Hawk Radio we present women's volleyball here on Red Hawk Radio. Thank you all so much, and have a pleasant rest of your night.